Hello and welcome to my channel, Being You Now. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today I'm doing a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if you have Aries placements, this reading is for you. If this reading doesn't resonate, head over to the videos tab. There might be another reading which is more suitable for your individual circumstance, as it is a collective reading. Please place the general and time as you see fit, because energy is fluid. Now I just want to share something very profound. Before I do any of your readings, if you're new, you may not know this, but if you're OG, you would. I cleanse your space and I pre-shuffle and I reshuffle, and I had already shuffled this deck. And just before switching on the camera again, I looked at the bottom of the deck and there was a death card. And then I shuffled the cards again before starting your read. And then I saw the magician card at the bottom of the deck, which is still there. So there was a strong message coming up as I was just meditating on your energy and tapping into your energy about what is happening with the Aries collective. I mean, all the majors are popping up. Like now I have the Temperance at split. So this is saying to me about major rebirth and transformation and change, but at the same time talking about your manifestation power, your manifestation ability, particularly with the magician card, because it has been showing up in some of your readings. And if you have been have you checked out your date of birth reading, which is and your month of birth reading for 2024? So there are lots of epic new reads that are on the channel, so go check them out for 2024. But Aries, your manifestation powers are absolutely heightened and you're going through a major rebirth. I don't even feel like the word rebirth is coming up. So this is talking rebirth is all about you, how you're showing up, and it's the rise of the phoenix, but on your terms and your way. Okay, so let's get into the reading. These messages were downloaded, so if I would be doing a significant disservice if I don't share it, because they were messages from the cards. So for those of you that don't know how I read, I am very much based on energy and downloads that I get from divine. And that is how I show up, and that's how I do everything that I do. Okay. And for some of you, the message with the magician card is also, I am doing the full moon ceremony ritual for it is based on manifestations for 2024. If you want to be part of that, the information is in the communities tab, or you can hashtag full moon and I can send you the details on how to register. So because when your manifestation powers are heightened, that means that what you think becomes physical reality, and quite quickly. So if you're thinking positive things you want, they will become in your physical realm quicker. Similarly, manifestation can go the other way, south as well. If you're thinking negative things, you'll be manifesting and calling those in. So it's very important that we talk about both the dualities, and I think sometimes people don't talk about that. And everything I do is based on full transparency, disclosure. I'm an Aries after all. I don't sugarcoat and I don't make something that it's not. Alrighty, so let's get into this. Two of Cups, gorgeous energy. Gorgeous energy. So I feel like with this energy of the Two of Cups, this is about balance, emotional balance and well-being for you. Now this will look different for different people. I mean, in this deck, he also has there is the lion and there is the snake. So Leo could be important. Snake is again telling me about the shedding. I've never noticed this, by the way, before, or brought this specific message out with this deck before. So this is a very potent and powerful message for someone. Snake is about shedding old skin. So these two cups could be the dualities of you. And it's interesting, I did talk about dualities right at the start of your read. And you can, I don't know if you can see clearly, but these two cups are actually different in color. One is more purple in nature, the other one is more gray in nature. So this is about the dualities, the masculine and feminine. This is about filling your cup and also giving. It's the balance of giving and receiving. It's the balance of emotions. It's the acknowledgement of emotions. This Two of Cups is very much talking about being transparent, because what does when a snake sheds a layer of its skin, what happens? New skin gets revealed, and you can see this new glistening skin and the scales of the old skin, or whatever it's called. I don't know the technical term, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here to share the message. So it's the same thing. When you see the new skin, you can see how radiant it is, how glowy it is, and that's kind of the vibe with the whole transformation and rebirth that you're going through. These two cups are also both in balance in this card. So this is about your balance. What does it mean for you to be balanced, Aries? Is very, very important at this moment in time. And one of my other videos, can't remember when it was, I think it was last week or the week before, because I do daily reads, I can't keep track which reading was which date specifically. But a number of you commented about being a giver, being generous, and that is just innately Aries. And I think this coming straight up in your crowning energy is saying, talking about the balance of giving and receiving again. So this whole message of giving and receiving and generosity and equilibrium for self, with self and others is very, very important right now, especially as we get closer and closer to the holiday season. And if you don't celebrate Christmas and if you're not on holidays, this is also talking about self-love. This is talking about deservingness, and this is also talking about self-worth. So, and of course, if you desire love romantically, this card is signifying that love is available, but I'm going to say it the way it is, and I don't normally talk like this in my readings or share it, but this message is coming out. Be mindful of shiny object syndrome. Are you in love with the person, or are you in love with the idea of being in love? So that's one message. The other one is, when you are in a relationship, or whether or not you want love, not, if you're giving so much energy to not wanting love, that's also kind of you inadvertently could be manifesting it, because you are putting so much energy into rejecting something, but you're not, you might be rejecting it in words, but deep down that's probably what you desire most. So this is talking all about duality, and this message is getting way too deep, way too quickly, and this is a general read, so I'm going to move on. Five of Cups. Yep. Five of Cups, feeling at loss. So this is tying in exactly with everything I said with the Two of Cups. You don't want to be feeling left at loss, Aries, because Five of Cups is when someone is feeling at loss, when someone is looking at the Fallen Cups and they're not looking at the two cups that are upright behind you. And this is what Spirit is. This whole message is about self-empowerment and standing in your power and claiming your power, Aries. I like to gear my readings towards you, because you are Aries, you are watching this reading. No point me talking about other people's energy who are not watching this reading. You can't control what other people do. That's their free will. You have, however, your own free will. And my intention with every single reading is to empower you more and more and more to being fully you now in this moment. And these Two of Cups and this Five of Cups is very clear. It's the same Two of Cups that you see here that is behind him. That's exactly what is happening. So be careful of how much you are giving this season. I'm not saying that stop giving, don't give, giving is bad. No, everything needs to be in balance, and that's your single biggest piece of advice. It's about balance. Coming from a place, what does balance mean? Not overexerting yourself, not extending, not saying yes when you really want to say no, maxing out your credit card when you know that that's not the right thing for you to do, and then feeling disappointed. Just using some real life examples. Not overdoing so much for someone that you love and knowing that they never reciprocate or do anything in return, and then feeling at loss. So it's really about your whole advice is around how you know what takes you to Five of Cups situation. You've been around long enough, you've experienced life enough, you've learned enough lessons. So this is about, when will you focus on those two full cups behind you? And what is it you need to do to get to the full cups as opposed to focus on the empty cups? Really, that's the guts of it. Woo! I was going to do a very different read, and Spirit was like, no, you're just going to be pulling out normal cards, because I have so many of your 2024 reads that I still haven't had the time and the opportunity to do. And I want to get to that, like your money readings, your love readings. I know a lot of people don't want love, but hey, there are lots of people that want love, and this love is also about self-love and healing. Anyway, so there's so many readings I want to get out to you, but Spirit's like, no, this is the message that needs to come out. And it's always so apt that I don't even know why I even think that way. I mean, it's like, because on one hand, Spirit is downloading all these readings that Spirit wants me to give to you. So gift and give to you. But at the same time, there's this whole raft of other readings that also want to come in, and I'm like, which reading when am I doing when? And it's like, sometimes that's what keeps me up because there's like these downloads are just like, when you're streaming Netflix and it's uninterrupted and you have no ads, no nothing, it's like that kind of download, and it's like, whoa, how do I remember all this? Four of Swords. I am so not surprised. I have started your read. If you have not watched the start of the read, I highly recommend you watch the entire reading. If you're new to my world, the way these readings, my readings, it's an unfolding. It's the grand unfolding. People come and go, and then they just halfway put in a comment. It's like, well, did you even watch the read? That's not, that's not my problem. But what I want to say is that if you want to get the most out of the reading, watch the entire reading, because as more cards get revealed, it becomes more and more clearer about what the actual message is and what is your guidance. Because I go through each of your cards in depth, and I also give you guidance as it's coming along, and then it makes sense towards the end. But if you miss parts of it, you're catching only bits and pieces of it, and it may not make sense to you. So with this Four of Swords, this is all coming back to making time for self-love and self-care. And I don't know the type of Aries you are, but I know in my younger years, I used to be like self-love, self-care. I just took it as glaze. It was like my eyes would just glaze over. Anytime anyone would mention that, it's like woo-woo, rah-rah statements. And it wasn't until I learned certain real hard life lessons that now I fully appreciate. And even now, there are times that I need to be really reminded of self-love and self-care. So this Four of Swords is about you. This is about feeling overflowing your own cup. So this Two of Cups for a lot of you is just, if you're not looking for romance, this is about filling your cup so much. It's almost like if you were in a romantic relationship, how would you want to be romanced? How would you want to be wooed? How would you want to feel loved? And this right here is saying, well, Aries, that's what you need to do for you right now, because you've been through a lot with the Five of Cups, and you've been at loss over and over and over again. For some of you, it's multiple times in multiple different situations. It could be, when I say that, I'm not saying that you've had the worst life and, all these sorts of things. What I mean is, some people have had it tough. They've had a relationship breakdown, loss of job, or finances not, up to speed. So it could be in more than one area. You know your storyline. This is a collective read. Take what resonates for you, because this might not be your message. It might be for somebody that really needs to hear this message. Because I know for my Aries collective, I do your readings daily. Aries have had it the toughest. Aries have been through the ringer, and it has been hard. And it has been hard for 5 years is also coming up. For some of you, this has been a 5-year cycle that you're ending. And how do you end that? Spirit is giving you an out. This is a very potent reading, especially as we come closer and closer to the end of 2023. And as I look at the clock, it's 11:11. So there is 11:11 there. So that might be potent for somebody. Now, this to me is saying right here, Spirit is giving you a blessing to say, Aries, my dear child Aries, please, you are on this planet for so much. You give so much. You're such a gift. Please give to yourself. And I want you to give to yourself. And I'm giving you opportunities to give to yourself, to overflow your cup, because you have so much to give. But you can't give when you are depleted. You can't give from those cups when both those cups are dry. You can't give to anybody else. And we need you. We need your gifts. We need your talents. We need your creativity. We need your beautiful soul on this planet to do bigger, better things. And for you to do that, rest, recovery, rejuvenation is very, very important. Some of you, this could be the Bali trip with me. This could be, and you don't have to wait for Bali. You can create your own Bali any moment in time. But those that are on a spiritual journey, spiritual path, growth and ascension, and want to do things with other like-minded people, of course Bali is for you. I know it's not for everybody. But whatever this looks like, this could be just simply taking half a day to yourself. Or a couple of hours where you just block out that time in your schedule and say, you know what? I'm not going to be responding to work, I'm not saying don't go to work whenever you have a day off. I'm not going to be responding to work emails, because these days everything is on all the devices. So it's almost like you're continuously on this treadmill of work, of emails, of phone calls, of meetings, of invites, of all the things, notifications. So can you give yourself, if you can't even carve out 2 hours, half an hour, whatever works for you. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. You know what works for you. I can only give you the guidance based on the cards and what the energy is showing. Okay, so this is getting more and more juicy. Interestingly enough, we don't have any major arcanas pop up, which is very unusual for an Aries read. And if you've been watching me for a while, your major arcanas pop up like popcorn in your reads. Sometimes I even struggle to keep up, like, another major? What? Are you kidding me? What is interesting is you've got 2 5s. You've got 5, 4, 5. That could be a number of significance to somebody. Just give me 1 sec. Spirit's like, no, you got to read what that is. I'm going to grab the book. 5, 4, 5. Here we go. Keep in constant prayer contact with the angels as you venture into new areas, life areas. Give any fears or concerns to them. Where did I stay at the start of your read? I'm not going to repeat it. Go back and watch it later. But this is exactly 5, 4, 5. I normally don't even do that. Spirit's like, no, get up, go get the book. Because the book's not where I am doing this. It's on the shelf. So anyway, that's the message. So this is about the angels are supporting you and your prayers and your areas of concerns and worry. And they are gifting you a new life. But to get to that new life, you need to be at optimal levels. And for some of you, that is through self-care and self-love. That's how you're going to attract or manifest those opportunities, those people, those places, those experiences. What happens when it's if you overload your washing machine, what's going to happen? So it's kind of the same with the human self and body. I did not know this message was going down this path. I really did not. But hey, here we are. Oh my God. Oh, can I get some, I don't know, beach emojis, sunglass emojis, hats emojis, holiday, give me holiday emojis. There you have it. I was looking for the word holiday emojis in comments. Your final card is 4 of Wands. Look at that. Spirit wants to give you your happily ever after, and you deserve this. You've done the work. You've showed up, showed out. This here looks like a castle. That looks like 2 things to me. Let me know in comments if you can tell me what that looks like. I'm going to just pause for a sec. What does that look like? To me, it looks like a bow. So it's like a gift that is wrapped up, and there's a gorgeous bow that you get to unwrap. The other thing it looks like to me is a butterfly with wings, ready to take flight into the new, into transformation and change. I can't believe this. I can't believe these messages that are coming through in this reading. And I have used this deck so many times. If you've been on my channel, you would know. And 2 of Cups and 4 of Wands. You start off with the 2 of Cups and you finish off with the 4 of Wands, which is my card of happily ever after. It's completion, successful completion. Usually in the traditional deck, you see a couple cross the finish line. So this is a successful completion. What are you completing? What are you completing, or what are you anticipate to complete? What does completion mean for you? Let me know in comments. This is beyond beautiful. I'm just looking at the card to see what additional messages I'm getting. There is this illumination, these are very pastel cards, so it's very hard to see in camera, but it's almost like there is all these rays coming out from behind the castle, and there is all these clouds as well. But these clouds, you know what it looks like to me? It's the rising of the phoenix from the ashes. It's the rise from the ashes. And if you really think about it, it's almost like this house, castle, whatever, it's kind of like emerging, you know. It's the rise of the castle, which is your castle, your casa, your home, your abode, your place, you coming home to you being you now. This is so, so beautiful. I mean, I'm in awe, and I'm I'm gobsmacked, because I did not know where this reading was going with the 2 5s showing up. 5s is also change. The number 5 is all about change. I'm just going to read 5-5. So the number 5-5, this is a period of out with the old, in with the new. Welcome these changes as they bring about new blessings. Amen. There you have it. Aries, I have 2 very special announcements for you. The first one, the full moon for December 2024 is on the 27th of December in Australia. That's when I'm doing the 2024 manifestation ritual. If you would like to be part of that manifestation ritual, the information is in the communities tab. If you don't know where the communities tab is, hit subscribe and the notification bell. That way you get all the things, all the information. It's all free. And when the next reading becomes available, it does not cost you anything. And even if you can't find all that in spite of being a subscriber, then hashtag full moon and I will give you the information on how to register for that ritual. It is going to be highly potent. We are focusing on what you would like to bring and manifest into the 3D physical world in 2024. And we're working with the full moon energy for this ritual. The other announcement I have is for those of you desiring a personal reading for 2024 focusing on money, love, and career. I am offering something very unique and different that I don't normally do. I'm doing readings for 2024 focusing on all 3 areas. So if you would like a reading and your reading to be delivered to you before the 24th of December Australian time, because I am going to be taking a break from doing readings during the holiday season. Your daily readings won't be impacted. I will pre-record them. However, personal readings will then become available again in the new year in 2024. So if you'd like to book your reading and get it before this side of Christmas, now is a great time. The link is in the description box. The other thing is, even if you don't book now, you will get your reading. It will just be in January, first week of January or something along those lines, depending on when you book. It will be based on first bookings coming in, getting their readings first out. So I will be taking a break. So if you'd want to get your readings on this side, now's a great time to book. Otherwise, you can book whenever you desire, please, and you'll get your reading in the new year. Finally, Bali. A number of people have already been in touch and you already know where you are with the expression of interest, and we've been communicating back and forth on all the different things. If Bali has been calling you, and if that is something you want to do in a supportive environment with like-minded people during Aries season in 2024 and close out Aries season with a bang, email me. My email information is in the description box, because I am closing out and finalizing everything for Bali by 31 January, which is not far if you think about it. And the reason for that is because people are coming and inquiring from all over the globe. I have someone from Sweden. I have someone from what was the other? Yeah, Sweden. Yeah, all different parts of, lots of people from Australia, USA. I also had another country which was quite unique. Um, Norway. Norway. That's right. Sweden, Norway. So I have people from all different parts of the world getting in touch with me about Bali. So if this is something you desire, as the spots start to get confirmed and locked in, I only have 4 spots available, so it's not a lot. And once all the requirements are met, those spots will start to disappear. So if this is something you desire and you feel the calling in the pool and you want to do this with other like-minded people, email me and we'll go from there. And I'll share with you the requirements and all the things, and also share with you about the trip. It is a very bespoke itinerary. It's not a run-of-the-mill itinerary. We are not doing what this is very bespoke, hand selected by me. And this is more for a curated experience for you. So if this is something that tugs at your heartstrings and you want to be part of it, email me. And that's everything. Oh, manifestation cards. How can I forget? The final thing I want to do before I was like, I'm missing something. So your love message. I have a partner who includes me in life at all levels. Yes. 2 of Cups. My enjoyment is central to all aspects of my life. This whole reading is about this. I have a partner who gets me. You can claim any or all of the above in comments. Aries, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have no idea how grateful I am to you, because if you don't show up, I really cannot show up and do these reads. And if during the holiday season you want to see these reads, it's very important you like, share, comment. And also with the 2024 reads, share it with your family and friends. They may have different birth months. They may have different birth dates. These readings I'm doing for the collective with a lot of intention and energy. And you never know. It doesn't cost you anything. But what it can do, it can make a big difference to somebody's life by giving them the clarity and the guidance that they may be looking for. That's the whole reason why I do these readings, because that's how I got clarity and direction for myself. But I did it. I had a lot of personal readings, and I still go for a lot of personal reads myself, because I'm continuously seeking for more clarity and direction to have a wholesome experience in my own life. So Aries, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Truly, 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 I'm so very grateful for you, and I so appreciate you. I really do want you to feel it. It's from my heart to yours, my gratitude and thanks. As I say this, my hands are on my heart. You can't see it, but you can trust that I'm telling you. And I'm just in awe and just gratitude for you and all of you and my community. Thank you. And Aries, remember the power that is you by being you now. And I will see you next time.